Hello and welcome to the Schwarzenegger Watch Together podcast where we watch every single Arnold Schwarzenegger performance chronologically. This is episode 13. Yeah?
Yeah, it is.
I'm your host, Dylan Green, and with me as always, the bearded wonder.
It's your co-host, Blair Jones.
There you
Hi,
go.
how are you? How you doing?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
It's 13, eh?
Yeah, Baker's dozen.
Unlucky for some,
Hey, oh.
but not for us.
No,
Spoiler.
not for us, because we've just watched that fucking
We watched-
minted movie.
We watched Commando.
Oh,
Damn, that's all
God
I've got to say.
fucking damn it.
I mean, what can you say?
Dylan, we're here.
Yeah.
We've reached the summit.
I know,
of
it's
Mount
like-
Everest.
We said before it was like we were fasting and now we're just
Mhm.
in a mountain of buffet
We've
food.
endured.
Lovely, lovely buffet food.
We've endured like how many months? Like 5 months of fucking.
We started what?
Lent.
5
months of Ramadan.
What did we start? October or something last year?
September, I think.
September? Yeah, you're right. I
Something
think.
like that.
Yeah, and
Fucking, we've feasted, man. We have feasted on bountiful.
so a wee bit about Commando before we start talking about the film's plot.
Plot smart, man.
Right, well, let me do my background stuff right now.
Okay.
Let me get right into the background of this
Go
film.
for it.
1985 action film.
Definitely.
That's
Both those things. Two of its defining characteristics.
Yeah, it was directed by Mark L. Lester. He's a prolific cult director usually.
Mm.
Commando's like his most noteworthy movie.
Yeah.
But he also did the disco musical Roller Boogie,
Huh.
another cult movie.
Yeah.
Firestarter, the Stephen King adaptation, the one with Drew Barrymore. He did the John Candy comedy Armed and Dangerous.
Hmm.
Never seen it, but
No, me neither.
yeah, that's his background. Who wrote it, boy?
Yeah,
maybe
Dan, tell me
asking?
about the writer of this movie.
It was Stephen E. D'Souza,
And why is he notable and...
because he basically created the 80s action genre
Yep.
by making this.
Yep.
48 Hours, the original buddy cop movie.
Yep.
Eddie Murphy, Nick Nolte. Die Hard.
Yep. Fucking wrote Die Hard and all.
Running Man, and then it takes a bit of a nosedive, and he writes Judge Dredd, Flintstones,
Fuck it, why not? On you go. He's defining another decade there.
and Tomb Raider, the second one.
Yeah.
And he
with,
also
Jolie.
wrote and directed Street Fighter, one
Yeah.
of Dylan Green's guilty pleasures.
It's due a critical reprisal.
Yeah, it's good fun. Well, I mean, it's shit, but it's good fun. Don't you love how like the all-American hero Guile, played by a Belgian,
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, the all-American hero,
Yeah,
and he fights for the US military as well. It's not like he's a Belgian guy helping out.
No, because Gail's American.
And Kylie Minogue
Yeah.
plays who'd she play? What's the woman called? The blonde one from Street Fighter?
Cammy.
Cammy. Yeah, she
Yeah.
plays Cammy in it. Yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah,
your
There's your
cast.
rundown.
That's your rundown. It's got that. Do you remember that great joke they have in it, where Raul Julia, the Bison, and all the cronies they're all watching on the TV. Jean-Claude's like telling them, and they see that a bomb's coming towards them, and Zangief just goes,
Quick! Change the channel!
it's a really good gag. It's like a bad movie. It's actually a really
Yeah.
funny gag. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, that's his background.
Yeah. Prolific.
He
famous.
he still works from what I gather, but not in anything decent.
Right.
Same with Mark Lester. His most recent movie, it was on the Sci-Fi Channel, like an original sci-fi movie called Pterodactyl. So you can imagine the quality there. There was other story writers as well, but I can't even remember who they are now. I know Joel Silver was the producer on the movie as well.
Okay.
You know who Joel Silver is, right?
Ring my bell, man.
He's a very, very famous Hollywood producer from the 80s and
Right.
90s.
Okay.
Did this, Lethal Weapon,
Right.
Predator, eventually.
Okay.
Loads of films like that. Even, he sort of took a nosedive in the 2000s as well.
Well, they all do.
Because I was like, oh yeah, I know what people want to see. Swordfish.
Hell
Starring
yeah.
Hugh Jackman.
Daniel Craig's in that as well, isn't he?
No.
No, is that a
No.
wrong, different movie?
I think...
I'm thinking Layer Cake.
Yeah, you're thinking of
Yeah.
No, Swordfish is a bad... That's the one about hacking, where
Right. Okay.
Hugh Jackman's like the master hacker who works for John Travolta.
Right.
You know when Halle Berry went topless on it?
Right.
Well, that's what it was noteworthy for. Because, they paid her like an extra $1 million to do that. Who's it star? Of course, this stars the man himself.
Arnie. Oh yeah.
Arnold
Unopposed.
Schwarzenegger. Top build.
Unrivaled.
Not even close to who else in
No.
it. You've also got Ray Don Chong.
Okay.
Tommy
Who's her?
Chong's daughter
Yep.
from Cheech and Chong.
Not that you could tell.
I mean, well, she's black. I mean, well, just to put it bluntly. And Tommy Chong's is what, like,
looks to be
Hispanic?
looks to be a different race.
Is he Mexican or Spanish originally? I think he's
Is he
American.
not,
I think he's American, but like, you know,
Is he not?
foreign. Let's just say
Yeah.
that he's not.
I
He's
thought
not.
is he not?
What?
Maybe mixed race.
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
no, he is mixed race. You know, he's mixed.
Yeah.
He's like half Asian, half
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
half
He's
Hispanic
kinda-
or whatever. Who else you got in this one? Alyssa Milano, young Alyssa Milano.
Yeah.
Later become famous for being in stuff like Charmed. What else was she in?
Other stuff.
Oh, stuff
Yeah.
that wasn't for our demographic.
Top of my head, that's the most famous thing that she was in.
Yeah, I never watched Charmed though.
I used to. Mum used to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before like the advent of
What was on E4, wasn't it?
yeah,
Well,
before
it's,
the advent of like your Real Housewives. That's something that would be on television.
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
come home from school.
I know, because it was at that perfect time. It was like 4 o'clock or something, maybe
Yeah,
just
yeah.
after school finished.
Yep.
You had to reschedule as you went in. You're going, right. For me, it was like you go in, 4 o'clock, 8 Simple Rules is on, like whatever, one of the stupid channels.
Yeah.
And 5 o'clock, Friends is on E4. 6 o'clock, The Simpsons is on. After that, it's Anarchy, because you
What a
never know.
schedule, man.
That
What
was
a
that was the
schedule.
old school schedule for me.
What did you ever watch something before you went to school?
Sure, aye. Well, it used to be when I had to go up to my papa's before school, back when my mum was still got uni and that. She had to leave in the morning. We'd go up and it used to be different. No, Malcolm in the Middle, Futurama used to go on in the morning at Sky One.
I used to watch.
That was where I watched these shows, which are great shows, by the way.
Everyone loves Raymond.
Yeah.
Fraser.
They were Channel 4 shows.
Fraser, yeah, Channel 4. Channel 4 or
King of Queens would be on as well.
Yeah, Channel 4 or Comedy Central. I used to watch.
According to Jim, do you remember that one?
Yeah.
He's coming up soon.
I never really watched According to Jim though.
That's shit.
There wasn't one I watched.
Every episode of that show has the same plot. Do you know that?
Really?
I'm not even kidding. Someone actually found it. Pretty much nearly every episode has the same basic plot. Jim does something stupid with the help of his brother-in-law. His wife, he tries to stop his wife finding out about it. She finds out about it. She's mad at him, and they make up in the end.
The formula.
That's the formula of that show.
Brilliant.
Anyway,
Yeah.
who else we got? Vernon Wells. He was the villain. He played
Bennett.
David Patrick Kelly's in there.
He's in
Which one?
Vernon Wells. He's in The Road Warrior.
Yeah.
I believe.
Mad Max 2, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Australian actor of those Australian
I'll be
movies.
honest, I couldn't really tell if he was just doing his normal accent or if he was putting it on a bit.
Don't know.
David Patrick Kelly's on this as well. Do you know
Yep.
him from Twin Peaks?
Twin Peaks.
Shout out.
Yeah, he plays Jerry Horn.
Also, he was in Warriors, The Warriors.
Come out to play, warriors. Come out to play.
I even did the hand movements there. Yeah,
Really helpful for people listening to us.
for the audio podcast. And Bill Duke's in there as
Tell
well.
them what am I having, what am I eating right now.
He is eating a caramel wafer. I love how simplistic the designs are of caramel wafers. Just says caramel on it. A couple of interesting colours, and that's it.
That's all you need.
It's all you need to know. All your Americans with your fancy schmancy designs on your sweeties. We have chocolate digestives.
All you need.
The loveliest biscuit about.
I love a fucking digestive as well.
I love a good 4 digestives, Blair.
3 is my standard amount.
No, I mean, unless I'm really hungry, I'll take 3. 3's the usual.
Yeah.
But if I'm like a bit hungry, I'll take a 4. The 4th one's like a treat.
Okay, well let's continue.
Okay, budget for this film, 10 million.
Incredibly low.
Yeah.
Obscenely
Considering
low.
how much
Even for the time,
there's a lot of
Dylan,
big set pieces in this film.
even for 30 years ago, absurdly low.
And ended up taking in approximately about 57.5 million.
So once again, not gangbusters.
Pretty good though. Considering the fact it was
decent.
rated R.
It
was
but
also-
decent.
I think it was like the 4th biggest rated R film of the year. This was the period where you were getting a lot of rated R films,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that's a nice thing to have. So the original story was a lot different. Do you know that?
So yeah, Arnie hasn't been in a true blockbuster yet.
No, not really.
No, he's just quietly been in successful movies.
But they know he's a bit of a draw though, because obviously at this point he probably had his fans already who were like,
yeah.
I like that dude. He's got some, something about him.
That's probably crystallizing right now.
Yeah.
I have to think.
So yeah, originally the script was about an Israeli soldier who's renouncing violence and leaving his gang his Commando gang, to fight with, I guess, the rebels, maybe? It doesn't really give you the full story, but...
Okay.
Do you know that after this film obviously made money, sequels obviously going to happen? So your man, the writer, he gets going on a new script. It's basically about Matrix. He's been hired by this big company to oversee security and protect the executives in this new building that's been built. During a party, his missus from the film and his daughter are there, and he needs to fight off terrorists in order to protect them. Does this sound a bit familiar to you, Blair?
So after the big tower.
I think it does, yes.
That's interesting.
Arnie turned the movie down.
He turned it down.
The guys rewrote the script and turned it into the film we now know and love as Die Hard.
Yeah, fucking hell, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dylan, I genuinely didn't know that.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? That's why he's credited.
It's like a Pitch Black in Alien 3.
Yeah. That's why he's credited as a writer, because it was that draft for Die Hard.
Wow.
But the script was vaguely similar. Obviously they changed, because obviously he was like a commando and he
Made him
changed
like
to being
a
just a
cop.
cop, which was a good change, because that's
Yeah.
kind of the appeal of Die Hard. Maybe not the sequels, because he's Superman in those.
Well, he slowly just... By the time they made the fourth one, he was basically Superman. He'd become Arnie.
Just insert Office clip there, You don't know The Office, I don't know why I
I
keep
don't really
making
know The
Office.
Office.
Well, Michael Scott's like doing his film criticism of it, and he's like, in the first one he's just an ordinary cat, but in the fourth one he's jumping out of planes, and he's like, wow, you should review movies.
Should get a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
do some
yeah.
video essays.
So, who was the original one, Blair? Do you know who it was? The original idea, first initial
For the
one.
leading man?
Yeah, to play
No,
John
no,
Matrix.
tell me.
I don't know how true this is, but I read it on IMDb.
Right.
Gene Simmons.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. This was like the
What the
initial.
fuck?
He was thinking of, Gene Simmons would be a good
That's
idea.
bizarre. and
Because this was the height of Kiss, I think.
Okay.
80s,
Yeah,
height of Kiss.
sure.
Also, like, Israeli. I'm fairly sure Simmons is Israeli originally.
I think he's just New York Jewish. I don't know if he's
I think
from Israel.
I think he's originally from Israel. Chaim Witt's his real name.
Well, I know he's very Jewish.
Well, okay, but the idea was to get an actual Jew to play the role.
An actual Jew.
Yeah, and but after they sort of dropped all that Israeli soldier stuff,
Yeah.
the next choice was Nick Nolte.
Ah.
Well, he worked
This
with
movie
him.
would have been so different.
He worked with them on. Well, it was different though, because it wasn't like a big.
Yeah.
Like what it ended up.
Yeah.
Like we'll get into
Imagine
later.
he
The story.
rewrote
The story
it
was
for
a lot.
Arnie.
Was a lot more, from what I understand, a lot more dramatic. A lot less actiony. Same gist, but
Imagine it wouldn't have been as good.
I doubt it would have been very forgettable.
Yeah.
Because I look at Mark Lester's other movies that he made later on in his career. A lot of generic like crime thriller movies.
Yeah.
That I read the titles, it's like Armed and Dangerous,
Yeah.
Revenge, stuff like that, and I'm like, bore me to tears. Why don't you?
Very standard fare.
Oh, there's a good quote from Arnie about this movie that I
Okay.
found. So he said, this is what he was saying to the screenwriter. He said, I shouldn't do it in the voice. I'll not do it in the voice. He said, I like this picture. I'm not a caveman.
I like this picture.
Before the shooting and the killing, I'm a normal person.
Before the shooting and the killing, I'm a normal person.
Oh, how much Arnie was paid for this movie?
A decent amount.
He raked it in, let's just say that.
Yeah.
1.5 million.
Tasty.
That's what, nearly a tenth of the budget. Over a tenth of the budget is spent on him.
Yeah. Tasty.
Top notch. He's earned it.
So he took money up front? That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did all of his own stunts, obviously, because how the hell are you going to find someone who
Yeah,
looks like him?
that's like one of the... I guess one of the challenges of being Arnie is there's not very many people on the planet that kind of look like you.
When the studio heard they were casting Arnie on this, Fox, they said, is there any way you could cut his dialogue? Like, is there any way he just doesn't talk? And he's like a mute? Well, we'll get on to why
we'll
that was a
get
great
on
decision
to-
not to do that.
We'll get on to why that was folly.
See if I've got any more. I'll maybe save a couple of these trivia bits for later
Yeah,
when we're talking about it.
Okay.
Oh, another one I just want to talk about briefly.
Yeah.
This film is sort of the beginning of the Arnold, versus Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Because the same year this came out, Rambo First Blood Part 2 came out, which did way better than this, by the way.
Yeah.
So that
imagine.
so that was 1-0 Stallone at this point.
That'd have been a blockbuster.
That was a huge hit. And
Yeah.
they were quite similar in some ways. They were high body counts,
Ridiculously violent.
Yeah, ridiculous, over the top. I've got a preference for one.
Yeah, because one's nothing like the sequels.
Yeah. Well,
it's not worlds apart, but it's very different.
nah, I mean,
very different in tone and content
exactly.
from the sequels.
So yeah, let's talk about the film. I think I'll save some of these for when we talk about different characters. And that.
Yeah. The film.
He's a man with a plan.
Where are we going?
Shopping.
She's about to become part of it.
I've got a 7:30 advanced karate class.
You're not gonna make it.
From the moment they meet,
Are you gonna kill me or something?
Trust me.
the adventure begins. Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Where did you learn how to do that?
Ray Dawn Chong,
I read the instructions.
Commando, rated R. Starts Friday, October 4th at a theater near you.
Okay, let's talk
plot,
about it.
plot-wise, let's say what we're doing.
Let's recant the story of Commando. It begins with a man in bed with his wife, and he hears a garbage truck. And he thinks, why is a garbage truck happening today?
Who do you think they are? Renfrewshire Council?
Oh, shots fired. He goes outside to check what's happening, and they fucking shoot him.
Pew,
What the
pew.
fuck's going on?
Pew, pew.
What the fuck's going on? And then there's a guy, and he's in a car dealership, and the guy just gets in the car and he fucking drives over him, drives him right out the fucking window, man, terminates him. And then there's a guy on a boat, and another guy blows him up, and then bang, the fucking music starts.
Title cards.
Yes, and you get Arnie. He's fucking jacked. He's absolutely fucking massive.
So who is Arnie's character?
You find out he's an ex-commando. Would you guess that from the title of the film? He's living in this
I thought it just
cabin.
meant he was wearing no underwear
He's
for the whole
living in
movie.
this. He's living in this cabin in the woods with his daughter. He loves his daughter.
Yeah,
And we
they
get this amazing montage of doing outdoors shit with his daughter. They're fishing. They're feeding deer. They're eating ice cream.
very protective
It's
of her on set,
adorable.
you know that, Arnie?
Oh,
She said that her friends would call her after becoming on her friendship with her.
what?
They called her Conan.
Ah, okay.
That's clever kid pattern, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right, on you go.
yeah. And then all of a sudden there's a fucking helicopter, and it's General Kirby from the military. And he's saying, you gotta watch out, John Matrix. That's Arnie's name.
Great name, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love action movie names. That's
It's-
up there.
It's great. Matrix is not a surname.
But do you know what's funny though?
Not
'Cause you know,
anywhere in the world.
'cause
Certainly
you know
not.
what? Do you know what else
Germany.
he was involved with?
Mm-hmm.
The Matrix.
Oh, okay.
I think Joe Silver produced it. Definitely. I don't
Huh.
know. I think the screenwriter was involved somewhere.
That's weird. Coincidence.
It's nice. Just think. I love. That's a great name.
Mm.
We should call a film that. Right. Anyway.
Yeah. And they get attacked.
Yeah. Almost immediately.
Almost immediately. As soon as the general goes away, they leave them with two
Inept
soldiers.
guards.
Yeah, two donks, man.
They're like
Two
these guys
total
are the best of the
fucking
best.
gonks, man. Okay, they get attacked, and Arnie hides his girl, but she gets captured.
Yeah. He tries to sort of fend them off, kind of, but they
She gets
overwhelm him a bit.
kidnapped. She gets kidnapped by the bad guys, and Arnie he pushes a car to a hill, and then gets inside it and sort of drives it down. But he misses them. He's trying to crash into them, but he misses them. He gets tranquilized by Bennett.
So Bennett's one of
the
the.
evil Bennett, yes.
He's one of the
A
commandos
former-
with Arnie as well.
a
in the
former
past.
ally of Arnie and his squad
Looking
of
like
commandos.
Freddie Mercury on steroids.
Yeah, he's got a cool look. He wears chainmail. He's got a moustache.
Yeah.
He's a little bit leather daddy.
Oh, he's definitely a little daddy.
Yeah.
Which always spawned a debate online, and I think with amongst people,
Mm.
as if he was supposed to be portrayed as gay.
No, don't I tell you, I don't really buy into that.
The
'Cause
o-
I think this is peak years for Gay Panic, and he's not really a Gay Panic character, so I think it's a stretch.
and also,
He just kind of dresses a little bit S&M.
people also thought that maybe he's in love with John Matrix. There's a bit of a sort
There's
of.
a few bits where he kind of has maybe like a man crush on him, but I don't. Maybe there's only one scene in that, and towards the end of the movie, where you're thinking
I don't think this is like a bad
example.
example of like the whole portraying the effeminate man as the villain.
There's way worse examples of this.
Braveheart
sorry.
comes to mind actually for me.
Yeah. All the English in Braveheart are just gay.
And considering the fact Mel Gibson wrote it, I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Of course. Okay. And we should say Arnie refuses to work. With
Yeah,
these
so
guys
basically,
beforehand.
they basically go, right,
Yeah.
we want you to go and kidnap and kill our leader.
The
from-
leader of like a made-up Latin American country called Valverde.
Yeah, that's it. I wonder if
Yeah.
that means anything or if it's just a made up word. Like if it's supposed to be like a.
Verde means green,
Yeah.
I don't know what Val means.
Hmm.
Val's a man or woman's name.
Interesting. Yeah, so anyway, he has to...
Yeah,
they
yeah,
put the little guy from Twin Peaks, him and this other guy, the other henchman, they go and try and put him on a plane to go to this country.
Yeah.
First class.
They give him a henchman to look after him. They get on the plane. And he fucking kills the henchman.
One of my favourite scenes. It's just so amazingly funny. He sort of knows how long the flight's going to last, so he starts putting on his watch.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, he gets a pillow and that.
He asks for a pillow and a blanket.
And he just fucking snaps this guy's
the
neck.
cunt's neck.
In such a cool one motion. He sort of just move and then snap neck and you get the wee...
And you know from that point on, you're in for a fucking...
Oh no, that was the point where you're like, okay, sit back and enjoy the ride.
Enjoy this.
Scream if you want to go faster.
Scream if you want to go faster.
So it was great. That was great.
Oh yeah.
And then no,
the next thing he does.
So he
it just goes from fucking.
So he gets up
peak,
as it's like taking off. He gets up and goes to the bathroom saying he's all have stomach problems or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he eventually finds his way into the cargo hold where they've got the pets.
Yeah.
And he finds his way down the bottom of the plane. He's hanging onto the.
He claws his way out of the plane.
He's hanging onto the wheel.
The fucking landing craft.
And he just lets go.
Mm-hmm.
And drops.
No,
in.
he's like the plane takes off. He's hanging off the landing craft. And he jumps and lands in a swamp. He times it to perfection.
And he also doesn't hurt a bit.
No, he doesn't appear to be deafened
by the jet engines and that.
It doesn't take any impact damage from the fall.
This movie is kind of like the epitome of that whole the idea
alternative
of
physics.
Yeah, like
it's not happening in real life.
Bullets don't make any noise.
Nope.
You know, explosions can just happen.
There's got so many examples.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just he's indestructible. This could be a Terminator sequel because he's fucking indestructible.
Oh no! To be fair, a couple of characters are like that as well. Bennett's like that towards the end, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So anyway, after that, he gets off the plane.
Yeah.
So little weasel guy, he thinks that's it, job done. He'll be going there. I can disappear now.
So he starts harassing women because he's a scumbag.
Oh yeah, you have to show he's a bit of a
you have to show him being a little bit.
So he gets with your main lass that I mentioned before, Tommy Chong's daughter.
Yeah.
She's like a flight attendant, training to become a pilot.
That's what I took from it. Yeah.
I don't.
What's she called? Sydney. Is that her name?
Oof,
you don't say it very often.
No, they don't really. She's just woman.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you know that so she basically becomes his love interest, I should say.
Well, Arnie kidnaps her at first and forces her to drive.
She has this really weird comment that she says to him.
Yeah.
Where Arnie says when he's chasing after your guy, he says, "Oh, he's trying to kill me," and she goes, "I only met you a couple of minutes. I'd like to do the same." And I'm like,
I'm like aggressive.
I'm like, that's really. I know he kidnapped you, but
yeah, come on now.
But it's not like he's gonna hurt you.
Anyway, yeah. So they tag wee creepy Sully.
Yeah.
Into a shopping mall, and you're thinking this is so fucking 80s, man. So they go in, and I kind of missed this, but so Arnie asks her to go into a restaurant and do something.
This part kind of confused me as well. So I thought she was betraying him a bit by going to the cops.
Well, she snatches him at the cops. Obviously, she's scared of this mental Austrian bastard.
But it's funny because the cops, they're not really, they're like mall cops, like Paul Blart. And
yeah,
Paul Blart comes over in his wee what do you call it, Segway. Right, so anyway, they come over. They don't have any guns around. They try and fight Arnie.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's his name? Sully in the movie.
Yep.
Sully eventually starts shooting him that because he realizes Arnie's coming after him.
Yeah. He hides in a phone box.
Yeah.
And Arnie shakes it, breaks the glass, takes it off of the floor, and tosses it.
Yeah, he's also a superhero pretty much. Then a car chase ensues.
Mm-hmm.
They crash into each other.
Take no damage.
Yep, they just walk.
Indestructible.
No, it's funny because they literally crash into a pole.
Yes.
Right, airbags don't inflate.
Nope.
Nothing happens.
No
Arnie doesn't even flinch.
It's like the Dodgems, man. It's like the fucking Dodgems.
I know.
You know, like in Grand Theft Auto, where the poles are the only things you can't destroy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that because you just crash into it, and it's like there you are.
Yeah. So then they pull little Sully out of his car, and he starts dangling him over the edge. Do you know what's funny, right? See the director?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want there to be any harnesses or anything to make it more real.
Fucking hell.
And Arnie's like that. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not going to dangle him over the edge there.
Jesus.
And then eventually they're like, okay, we'll get some safety nets on that.
Fucking hell.
That's a true story. You admitted it on the commentary as well.
Directors are psychos, man.
Got to do it for your art, player. I know and respect it.
Fucking Christ.
Anyway, like
drops the bastard off the
well, he starts
fucking
that
cliff.
before he delivering a fantastic line. So earlier in the movie, he says, "You're funny. I'll kill you last." To him.
Oh, we'll talk about lines.
But
later
yeah,
on.
but let's just say it right now.
Okay.
So then, when he's dangling over the edge, he's sort of like, "You need me. You can't kill me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one who knows where your daughter is." He's like, "I fooled you. I found your little
motel
secret.
keys, man.
He's got your little secret there."
Yeah.
And he goes,
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last?
That's right, Major. You did.
I lied.
Fucking
drops him, splat.
to his fucking death. They go to the motel.
Do you know they were supposed to have a sex scene in the movie?
Yeah, I can
But
guess
basically,
that.
they filmed it.
Okay.
Arnie and her had no chemistry
No.
having
They
sex.
didn't have the chemistry in the film. So.
Nah, honestly, definitely.
Nah.
But anyway, like, he basically sort of realised that, like, they're like, that's awkward as fuck. That's not
Oh.
working. Has Arnie done sex scenes before? Can you think of a sex scene he's done?
So far.
I think I'll
yeah, Conan.
Did he have a full-on sex scene with her? Kissing?
Sure, at the beginning of the movie,
But he doesn't date though. I'm talking about actually having sex
they
on,
get-
not
they
sex
get
on camera.
going,
I mean, like
man.
a bit of thrusting, bit of
get going. There's plenty of it in Conan, I'm sure.
I don't know about that.
That's about that.
So yeah, what happens after that? We get some more good stuff.
So the cook, one of the other bad guys comes, and they have an amazing fight.
Yeah. And there's another great line in there,
Uh-huh.
but we'll wait for that one.
Have a great fight. Nothing affects or piece impervious to all damage. They crash through the wall into the next hotel.
There's a couple.
And the woman's behind the man.
Yeah.
By the looks of it. Very
Was pegging as
interesting.
popular back then, Blair?
Well, it was for the cast and crew of Commando.
It is a seedy hotel room, so
It's true.
not to say the act is seedy.
No, it's perfectly okay.
Whatever floats your boat out there,
Oh yeah,
as long as it's legal.
sure.
Kevin Spacey, we don't appreciate that.
No.
I like to keep it current with political references. Well, sorry, social sort of references.
What happens after this? Where did they go?
What were you doing the whole film when you weren't taking notes?
Amazed by what was happening.
Well, yeah. After that great fight scene, I think that's when we start.
They start to search for
Little Alyssa Milano.
yeah.
Yeah, they start to look for her. Is there anything happening between that before they get one of the final big? Yeah. So anyway, no.
Yeah.
Arnie gets so he goes to get all his weapons and all that.
Yeah, he drives a forklift through the wall of a surplus store, an army surplus
Yeah,
store.
but it's literally like it's not like it's the bad guys' store. This is just some guy's store.
And he finds the owner's
Doomsday
probably
stash.
yeah like an arsenal weapon. Imagine he's selling this illegally.
I guess
Yeah.
maybe that was the implication there.
Yeah, and he steals rocket launchers amongst other weaponry.
So then basically the cops come and
Cops
arrest him.
come and they arrest him.
And he's in the back. He's like, ask Dusty,
Yeah,
ask him. He knows me.
ask General Kirby.
And so then woman, I'm just gonna call her woman
She
for
is.
this movie. Well, what's her name?
I think it's Sydney.
Sydney then.
I
But
think
it's no Sydney.
it's probably not.
Okay,
We're
so
calling her that anyway.
so Chong's daughter.
Yeah. Okay.
She's driving the car behind them and all that, and she pulls up next to the police, and the police are like, "Whoa, look, a hooker!"
Yeah.
And a really
bad.
it's weird though, 'cause she's not like dressed.
No, she's not dressed.
She's in her flight attendant
Mhm.
outfit. I mean, she's got the button pulled down a bit, but that's just 'cause I only wanted to make her look a bit. Hey.
So he could fool Cook earlier on.
Yeah,
maybe.
so he could be like, "Oh, you look a bit."
Yeah.
Anyway, so then she falls behind a bit and pulls out a rocket launcher.
and fires it the wrong way.
She fires it backwards like a fucking idiot. And then she's like, "Oh no, oopsie daisy."
Oopsie daisies, I'm just a girl.
Yeah, and then she fires it. And the funniest part about this is Arnie's in the back of the truck,
Yeah.
so she could so easily have just killed Arnie with it
Yeah.
and fired the missile right into the back.
Well, no, you say that, but Arnie's indestructible in
Oh,
this
yeah, I
movie,
forgot
so
about
it's
his
actually not a worry
Okay,
at all.
no, I forget what I
Mhm.
said.
Yeah. That could have been a fucking nuclear missile. He'd have survived.
I know, it's just if your nuke drops, he just
Fucking
staunch it up. He's
hell.
like, "Ooh, where's Bennett?"
Bennett. What happens next?
I think it's when he goes
So
off.
we work out where she is. And
Yeah.
he finds out that Sydney or whatever her name is trained to be a pilot.
Yeah. So they take off on
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
those plane boats.
Water plane.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I call them a plane boat.
Okay.
So anyway, she's not used to a bit of turmoil, but of course Arnie steps in. The man steps in and flies the plane for her. Yeah. So then Yeah, he gets there, gets to the island,
Yeah. What's happening concurrently
but with the
in Valverde? They realise Arnie wasn't on the fucking plane and he's killed that guy.
oh yeah, because like the thing is, Arnie's like timed his
Yeah.
watch, so he's still like going on. He knows when that flight's arriving,
Yeah,
so he's
yeah,
got his watch timing down. So at the same time, we see the plane is like arriving now,
Yeah.
and the guys, his other goons, are waiting for this guy to come up with Arnie,
Uh-huh.
so he can escort him to the mission, kind of thing.
Yes.
So he's kind of trying to do it before all this kicks off. That way, because if they find out, they'll just kill his daughter because they know he's abandoned mission. So he's trying. So that's your time, your classic sort of time,
Yeah.
you know, device to
Yeah.
make it a bit more dramatic.
As we were talking about last episode, deadlines.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's just classic
Classic narrative
narrative
device.
thing. Yeah.
So they arrive.
They arrive. Arnie gets all ganged up. Tells her to phone the
Yeah.
your admiral, the commando.
Yeah, that bad guy.
And then of course, but at the same time, Bennett's there with his daughter,
Uh-huh.
and she's figuring out a way to tunnel her way out of there. Slowly but surely, you cut back to her, and she's always kind of digging her way out. And then Bennett, of course, getting the news. Him and old Scarface fucker, what's he called?
Don't know, I never quite his name.
The other villain, who's weirdly enough is almost set up as the main villain. I always feel like him and Bennett are sort of fighting to be the main villain.
Yeah.
Because Bennett's obviously got a more personal connection with Arnie.
Yeah.
But this guy's got the mission. They'll
Yes.
kill the El Presidente.
Yes.
But yeah, so he goes chasing after her when they find out, you know, the plane arrived and Arnie killed the guy and jumped ship. And
What ensues is one of the fucking greatest ever sequences captured on celluloid.
he just mows down
Oh my fucking god.
everybody.
He fucking... The body count of this movie, in this scene alone, impossible to tally.
Well, there is some people have attempted it.
He goes systematically, fucking
the-
tower to tower, landmining their shit up,
Yes, he puts laminated rocket launchers, grenades,
fucking
machine guns, the
blows
lot,
them to
the full
fucking
booner, the lot.
Oh,
They're estimating. Well, one of the IMDb I found says 109 in the whole movie.
that seems too low.
102 just from Matrix. I'll be honest, that's the highest one I could find. The other ones say in the 70s, a couple in the 80s, one in the 90s. 100 seems to be the highest. They must be looking at confirmed kills.
Confirmed kills, man.
Like,
I
as
confirm
in,
all
you see
those.
bodies.
I confirm all those cunts are dead.
Yeah, no, they survived that
I'd-
explosion to the
I
building.
confirm they are fucking pan-breed.
There's a really funny part where he blows up the two buildings as he goes in.
Yeah.
He's just sitting thinking,
What if your daughter was in there?
what if she was in one of them? Because
What
it wasn't like there was a bit where he's clearing the
Mhm.
building as if he's like, he
Yeah.
knows nobody's in there or knows that all Bennett's in this
Yeah,
building. Which, if you could have easily put in there, I guess, maybe a dialogue where he finds out which building
If you
Bennett
really
and that are in.
wanted to.
That's what I would have done
Okay.
to make it a bit clearer.
Right.
Yeah, you should have listened to me back in the day before I was born. This film was out. So yeah, he kills the guy.
Yeah. He just gets closer and closer. to
Yeah,
it.
he gets him, and then we're on the chase with Bennett.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think one of my
he does a Scarface to the guy, the bad guy.
just
Falls out the window. It's minted.
yeah, I love a good over dramatic kill. You know what? Where they just
Briefly, the movie becomes a slasher film.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean, like the
When he goes into the shed.
yeah? So like because Arnie grabs, because obviously he's out of guns now.
Yeah.
He just grabs an assortment of shed weapons. So like a shovel, a pitchfork.
Well, they fucking pummel the shed with bullets, and then one of the guys has to come in.
And some of them are
It's like,
so
oh,
brutal.
Fucking
It's
forks
a bit
the
what,
cunt.
what are those like discus things he has?
They're from a fucking lawnmower.
Yeah, so lawnmower blades like things.
Yeah.
And he slices the guy's
He
heat with it.
like scalps like one cunt with it.
And it's like
He's
that's-
chopping arms clean off, man.
It's so stupid.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so brilliant.
So
And
good.
then so then he has the Bennett. He chases
Yeah.
down Bennett, and
We have the final duel between
the thing is though, it's not a gunfight
nope
like boring. It's a knife fight,
knife fight.
and it's, do you know, it just made me think knife fights are cool.
Very dramatic.
Yeah, because it's so personal. A knife,
Mhm.
a knife, well, you know, stabbing and all that's very personal
Mhm.
kill, so it works really well. I think in a really dramatic fight scene.
Oh yeah,
And it's a great fight scene, like really well
it's brilliant.
choreographed as well.
All the action in this,
As
is
well as the
fantastic.
cheese element of it, which is great fun.
Oh yeah, I mean Bennett survives electrocution. He's like, yeah, whoa,
And he comes
and
like-
he's fine.
I was surprised he didn't do the pure thing where he's got the pure like the
Sticky
hair,
uppy hair.
yeah, the hairstyle like in Marv Home Alone 2 or whatever.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, so basically they're fighting with knives because he's cornered Matrix and he's like,
Arnie manages to psychologically.
yeah, because he's like, what, you're the big pussy, can you fight me with your gun?
You want
Fight me with
real
your
revenge.
fist kind of thing.
You want real
Fight me with a
revenge.
knife. And it's great. Yeah, it's an awesome fight scene. And then of course we get.
You want the close kill
Then he eventually manages to subdue him by sticking a pipe of
through him.
a steam pipe like through him. And that was the film's trademark line, which is
Let off some steam, Bennett.
which for some reason I thought was blow off some steam. Anyway, there are 3 variations of this line that were recorded, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I hate small talk was one of them. Too much pressure, Bennett. And the other one's very similar. It's couldn't take the pressure, Bennett. They were the 3 variations of it. Yeah. They were all
Yeah.
recorded from what I remember.
So father and daughter are reunited.
And was he with his woman at the end? She sort of
Yeah,
disappeared.
she turns up again at the end.
Did she? I don't remember
Uh-huh.
seeing her. Yeah, so she's there.
And,
Big family reunion.
The general comes
I'll
and
be your
offers
new-
him. He offers him
Yeah, they do the classic sort of sequel thing where they're like, until next time. Then he's like, what does he say again?
this is the fucking. Well, he offers him a new. He offers him a new role in the army.
Basically,
and he
like-
says, "Nah, I'm done, man."
No sequel for you. Oh, God. What a movie.
Can I just say, it's better than the last time I watched it.
Yeah, no, that's the same.
This movie's fucking class.
I think watching a lot of his earlier films has gave me a
yeah.
more of appreciation for this. Because you realise just how much he found that role. This is it. This is the Arnie role I've been waiting for.
Oh yeah.
Terminator was great because obviously he could play that really well. You know,
Yeah.
motionless robot, cool looking. He could do that great. But this, you know, eccentric almost soldier
Yeah.
with a repertoire of witty one-liners in his head. It's a great moment. See after he says you know, with some steam Bennett,
Yeah.
his daughter sort of looks at him in a kind of way, shucks.
Dad.
Dad, what you like?
What a line, Dad. What's
And
he like?
I think he's at sort of a look like, yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it?
I thought that one the other day.
It's brilliant. Oh. So from what I gather, I think the film did alright critically.
Right. That's almost surprising, but maybe it's just because it was an 80s movie.
The only thing I think it probably would have got slagging for is probably its violence. Because every movie that was in any way violent get that.
There's a lot of violent movies at that time.
Yeah, but like that was the problem. They thought it was corrupting the youth.
Yeah, well.
Now Disney own everything, so now
Yeah.
nothing's corrupting youth except Will Smith as the genie.
I'm afraid I just blew myself.
Arnie is amazing. And
He's
this
sublime.
is like his role.
He
To me, this is like
sublime.
you watch him this and he's having so much fun and he's doing the role so well, and it
Yes.
really gave him a chance.
From the very beginning when he's chopping down trees and feeding deer, it's going to be like
Oh, here we go. I mean,
superb.
he actually the performance wise, it's fine. Well, I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, if you're actually looking at it from a critical acting standpoint,
Don't bother.
which you don't bother,
Don't bother.
because this ain't the film for you, numbnuts. This is the this is for the testosterone fueled,
This is for
coke fueled era of 80s movies.
fucking hell.
Yeah, so he's really good. Just I think it's just a good role for him. The character suits him. The lines,
It's just such a fun movie to watch.
as you just have such a laugh
It's just
watching
like
it. You
there's
wa-
very few points where there's not crazy shit.
You wonder at
happening.
times if you're laughing at it because it's not good, but then you sort of think,
No,
no,
it's great.
they're well aware of what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
You're not. They're not expecting you to take it seriously when their rocket launchers are going backwards. You know what I mean? They know they're making a ridiculous movie, but in a good way.
Mm-hmm. We were talking earlier about how the studio didn't want him to talk.
Yeah.
Can you tell me why that's was such a bad idea?
Well, because like in this movie, his character delivers every single memorable line. Pretty much.
Pretty much, man.
It's pretty much all him.
Almost half of the big lines of Arnie's career
Yeah.
were
I mean,
generated in this film.
you ever look at those like top Arnie lines and all, it's always Commando, and there's a reason for that.
Mm.
I mean, did they do? Was the idea of doing kill lines in action movies a thing before this?
There have been a few.
But
He takes it to the extreme. Every time he kills someone, it's a
I guess-
character, not
I guess
an
Bond
extra.
kind of did a few of them, didn't he?
Yeah.
The Roger Moore ones.
Yeah.
Not one time to lose your head. I think that's an Austin Powers, but actually,
Yeah.
you know, the guy gets decapitated. He's like, That's no way to get ahead in life.
That is Austin Powers line.
Yeah.
Remember that.
It's a shame he wasn't more headstrong.
So I counted at least 8 classic Arnie lines happening in this film.
Some of them are like, oh, but like good in a good way. Like the bit where he's fighting Bill Duke in the hotel room, and Bill goes, he's like, what does he say? I'm a Green Beret, bitch. And he goes, I eat Green Berets for breakfast.
He tells me.
Yeah, fuck you, asshole. I mean, that's
Fuck
just,
you, asshole.
to me, that's better than any line. You just, simple and to
There
the
you
point. Fantastic. The lines are great. Dialogue's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's every dialogue.
Superb.
I mean, I think the director later on would say, when thinking about the movie again, that it's like, he considers the movie, it's like every action movie ever.
Mm-hmm.
Every big cliche, every big thing is in there, but in the best way.
Yeah.
It's like the best amalgamation of everything.
Yeah. It's like, it really is the perfect distilled form of like the mindless action film.
If you wanted to sum up the best things about Arnie, you'd show a bit of this film. It's not necessarily the best film, obviously.
No, it's not.
But it's like, for as far as describing his uniqueness in film, I'd say this is it for me. This kind of film.
It typifies him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fantastic.
Mm-hmm. It may not be the best action movie of the era, but it's
or even his best.
The purest. It is the no, it's not. We're getting there, but it's
Predator.
I agree. It is Predator. Let the cat out of the bag.
But I'll be brilliant. Go to that one. That's soon.
But it is just the purest form of mindless 80s action.
It's great.
Everything that's bad about the movie doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that
well, I mean,
the love interest is
that's exactly what I would say. Well, it's not. Her performance isn't great either. She's a very like that sort of kind of character from the 80s of women. You know, the one who are very helpless, but also kind of very annoying, loud.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You want them. You kind of want them to suffer.
Like, very Willie Scott from Temple of Doom.
Yes.
You know, that sort of character.
Yeah.
We're not thinking.
She's
we're
not as bad as
crashing.
that. Not as bad as that.
No. But there's an element of that in there.
But that sort of archetype.
That character.
I guess. As I said, everything that's bad about this movie does not matter, so might as well not talk about it. It's really good.
Oh, I mean, like, is there anything you would say that's legit not good in it?
Not moving on.
But I mean, my only real complaint would be the love interest, because she is kind of rubbish.
Yeah, she's totally superfluous.
And
but that's how it was.
Yeah, I mean, that was the stage. You had to have one because you had to have one.
That's part of the formula.
You couldn't not have a love interest. It couldn't just be about a father rescuing his daughter.
No. I mean, that's a great story.
What?
That's a great story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Taken?
Pretty much.
There's no love interest for Liam Neeson in Taken.
No. Don't talk about Liam Neeson, no.
Cancelled. I'm with you, Neeson. I'm with you, Neeson.
Whoa.
No, fuck it, man. He didn't do anything wrong.
He thought wrong things.
Fucking
30 years ago.
Fucking thought police.
He thought wrong things 30 years ago.
What is the thought police? Is that 2012? What's the George Orwell one?
1984.
1984. That's what I'm thinking. What the fuck's 2012? Was that the sci-fi film?
But the world ending.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah.
It was December 24th, which is annoying because that's the day before my birthday.
Yeah, I was going to say the day before your 15th birthday or whatever.
Oh, my sweet 15th. my quinceañera. No, what was it, 2012? So.
Yeah, how old would you been?
Was it 2018 turned 20, so.
14th birthday?
Ah, fucking hell, was it that long ago?
Fucking hell, man.
It's a young little clueless lad. Not much has changed, eh?
Hey, oh, no. Nah, stupid as ever. What's other... The action in this movie is superb.
Yeah,
the stunts.
It's all good.
They're
more stuntmen than
amazing.
actors in this film.
Yeah.
But 30-something, there's only 20-something actors.
Oh, yeah.
So they clearly put a lot of it. And sometimes there's actually, like, some of the camera work's it gets quite samey at times.
It's not the most varied...
It's a lot of, like,
film you've
POV matrix shots,
side
to side, and then you zoom back to show him looking, and it's
very,
a lot of that.
Very unobtrusive.
But whatever, I guess it works. It works. You don't think about it, so I guess it works.
Yeah, it's definitely it's that style. It's
when you watch it, you don't think about the direction or how it's
very conventional.
That's not to say there aren't some interesting and good directed sequences, because there actually are some, especially the action ones. But there's one bit where when he's
all this action set pieces.
See when he's chasing Scully into the mall.
Uh-huh.
There's a scene where they're driving in, and there's a great little pan shot they do, which actually looked really good. It was really well timed, and I thought that was just a really nice sequence.
Can I also talk about the soundtrack because I've been using because I've been using the title theme from Commando as the theme tune, the intro theme for the podcast for most of the episodes. I kind of stopped using it recently because we got to films that I actually liked and wanted to use the.
Also, see when it started playing, I just kept expecting my voice to play at the end of it.
No, I totally lost my shit when I heard it.
Yeah.
The soundtrack to this film's superb, man.
It's a cracking album. It's a great composer. It's James Horner. Yeah.
James Horner.
Oscar winner.
For Titanic. That's the 866 version.
Someone did that when we were in primary school when we were doing a thing for Titanic, and someone accidentally pressed enter after the first 3 letters of Titanic. That was actually true.
Nice one.
I wonder if anyone else remembers that from my primary. That happened though.
Just have to ask, man.
I always wonder if stories that I remember are even true from that day. Do you ever wonder if you've made stuff up from your childhood?
You definitely do make things up as a child.
Because I had this story. I'm just going to tell this in the podcast.
Okay.
But I have this memory of pissing myself in school when I'm in primary school.
Yeah, okay.
Primary 4.
I did worse.
Maybe primary 3.
But I wasn't as old as that.
But it's funny because I was talking about it with someone later that was there. And I was like, oh, I mean I did that. That was fucking embarrassing, wasn't it? And he was like, wait a minute, you did that? I did that. He was like, no, that was me. And I was like, wait a minute. Anyway, he was like, no, that was me. And I was like, wait a minute, no, it was me. And then I remember someone else was there, and they said it was someone else.
It's like Spartacus. I pissed my pants.
Exactly.
No, I pissed my pants.
No, and like someone else said it was someone else, or they were like, no, it was that person. And I was like, wait a minute, no, it was me. I'm Spartacus.
I am Spartacus.
No, it's just a random tangent, but like, it's just funny how your memories can sometimes be a bit foggy.
No, your memory's not as
so I have no idea who it was, if it was me or not.
The mystery of the pants pisser. Back to the soundtrack, it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's a really great
fucking
score.
Big synth drums.
There's even a bit of sexy jazz music at one point.
Saxophones.
It's fucking lovely. That's my favourite type of 80s
superb.
music.
I'm gonna go listen to it.
Yeah, it's really good. Even with a great
and
kick-ass.
the outro.
Yeah, which I was about to say there.
Yeah. Fucking 80s supergroup.
Yeah, with a couple of members of Duran Duran and that in there.
Robert Palmer.
Yeah.
He's a singer.
Yeah. And just a couple of people I didn't know.
Yeah.
But you can't get that song on Spotify, so Spotify, if you're listening,
get
that shit on there.
Huh.
I
wonder if it was ever released as a single. Probably not.
Might not have been.
Is there anything at all that's not great about this movie?
What else is there?
Racking my brains because the answer is no. It's brilliant.
I mean, okay, it's incredibly cheesy. So if you can't, but I'm just saying, if you can't handle
cheese, if you're
cheese,
a fucking chump. If you're a little fucking baby.
If you go, nah, it's too cheesy for me. I can't.
I can't have this. Too cheesy. Oh, can't have that. Only mild cheddar for me. I'm a little fucking baby. You can fuck off.
Red Leicester for Dylan here.
You can fuck right off. It's not for the likes of you.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But that is like all I can really think of. Is the acting good? Would you say for the most part for everyone?
It's kind of what you would expect.
A lot of
for the most part, it's not bad.
No,
I think
most of the actors that are in
Arnie's good. Bennett's good.
All the big sport cast are all big character actors anyway.
Yeah.
So like Bill Duke especially, who's the black guy, big black guy.
They know their role.
He's in Predator and that as well.
Yeah.
He's great because he got his role. He's got his typecast that he does. Intimidating guys, usually kind of like big, intimidating fellas. He plays it really well and everything usually. Strongly silent type.
They all know their type.
Sully, your man plays Sully, David Punk. He plays the
creepy wee guy.
Creepy wee weasels, that kind of character. He plays that amazingly.
The CLBs, creepy little bastards.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So they all know their role and they've all got their little niche character anyway. And even him, I think the guy played Bennett, he went on to play loads of villains, I'm assuming. I read somewhere that he was in the recent film Death House, which was like a weird film that it was supposed to bring together all the big horror icons. How about I do an IMDb review as well?
Yeah, sure.
I just keep getting Liam Neeson coming up right now.
This will be our longest ever episode, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How long are we at right now?
We're close to an hour. And we're not quite done yet.
I feel like we've only just get started.
Oh, that's the spirit, man. Come on, let's do another episode. Come on.
Well, we're going to do a little mini one anyway.
Man. Yeah, that's true.
Right, a nice wee 1-star review about that.
Okay.
There actually only is 2 on this. That's how good this movie is.
It's an excellent film.
Right, okay. Let's go. This is from G Miller 8. It's from 2004. 1 out of 10. Commando, the worst movie I don't mind watching.
Yeah.
The old Arnold Schwarzenegger movie called Commando is possibly the worst movie ever made. It's a dead heat between that John Wayne movie about Genghis Khan and Exorcist: The Beginning. Fair play. This movie is so bad, I watch it now and again just to get a laugh. It really is incredible how much money they put into these movies and the extent
Not
of
that
which
much money, to be honest. 10
and
million.
the extent of which it is wasted on horrible punchlines and bad story ideas. If you remember this movie, you may have seen the last scene where Arnold rips a pipe out the wall and sticks it in the bad guy's chest and puts it and says, the steam's coming off, and Arnie says, cool off. He doesn't say cool
No.
off. That's a Mr. Freeze line. What a classic. I like this horror movie. It's hilarious. 1 out of 10. But imagine being so praiseworthy of it when you're...
I know.
Can
That's
I-
how good it is. Even people who don't like it recognise that it's brilliant.
3 out of 10. Thoroughly believable Arnie flick. Arnie blows away a few hundred bad guys and barely gets scratched. Ray Don Chow flies a seaplane.
Yeah.
Alyssa Milano runs around looking scared. Moviegoers scream at terrifying sight of the names Joel Silver and Steven Souza. Good stuff.
Okay.
Not really as many funny ones. I thought that was funnier than it is. This guy calls it another boring Rambo wannabe. 3 out of 10. Completely defies logic.
Yeah.
True.
It does.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much all he had to say, and you're pretty right.
Yeah, spot on.
So I guess if you can't get past that, then that is going to ruin the movie for you.
If you're a fucking wee science dweeb.
A wee Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, as I just said. As I said in the last episode as well.
Well, because he'd have a bloody field day with this rubbish.
Or maybe it was Terminator we were talking about.
It's like, do you know that bit in one of the recent Fast and Furious where they're chasing each other on the runway?
I've not
Is
seen
it-
any of that.
But I mean, I've never seen it, but I know the runway is like, if you were to actually look at how long the runway would have to
Uh-huh.
be, it'd be like 5 miles, 10 miles long.
Right, okay.
So it's like ridiculous because the amount to keep driving on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They never turn or go in a circle or whatever. How about your little personal review of it?
Okay, reviews.
Yeah.
Star ratings.
Out of 10.
9. I fucking love this movie, man. It's actually brilliant. Oh,
I give it an 8.
an 8.
It's very... Oh, it's touching a 9. 8.5, let's say.
9. Oh, yes.
Oh, it's brilliant.
It's the most enjoyed the movie that we've watched yet.
Probably, actually, to be
We've
honest.
watched a few decent films now.
Terminator's great, but like this is like
I love
funner.
Conan as well. But this is just heaps, man.
Yeah, this is just a great
You
laugh.
get the bang for your buck you get in this film is fantastic.
And it's an hour and 30, so it's nice length
Yeah.
as well.
Okay, so Arnie rating.
Out of 10.
Uh-huh.
Let's go with a lovely 10 out of 10.
Whoa! Do you know what, Dylan? I see your logic. I'm going to agree. 10 out of 10.
Flawless victory.
Do you know why? Because
it's
he
the
can't get any better.
You're not
He
going to...
literally doesn't get any
This is
better.
it. This is the only performance
And
you've been waiting for.
he might have different performances. He might be in
Yeah.
better films. He will be in better films.
He's probably get some more serious roles, like as Joe and Maggie, the zombie movie that he made a couple
Yeah.
years ago. It's probably a better performance.
Yeah.
But no, 10 out of 10. The old cynical Dylan for the first episode is gone.
Peak
The,
Arnie.
the guy who was giving Hercules in New York a 1 or a 2, whatever the hell I gave it.
I gave that like a 3 out of 10. I think.
Honestly, in retrospective, I was being really harsh. so-
Yeah. I've saw that. I looked back on the ratings I gave the films, and I was kind of harsh to old Herc, man.
Herc was a good laugh.
Well, at that point, we didn't know what we were in for. Terrible movies we'd be watching for a
We
while.
didn't know we were going to have to watch The Villain or what. That's
Yeah.
the worst one by an absolute mile. You c-
Rotten film.
that's probably one of the worst ones I've ever seen, actually.
Rotten film. I gave that like half a star. on
It's
Letterboxd.
unwatchable almost.
It's so boring.
And the fact that Arnie considers like Red Sonja worse than it.
Yeah, I mean, Red Sonja is pretty poor as well, but
Yeah, but like,
it has more value
there's
than...
more entertainment in that.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah,
Yeah, folks.
watch this. That's all I'll say.
If you've never seen Commando,
I guess watch, man.
get a fucking... What are you doing listening to this, man? Get it
Oh.
watched, come back.
It's really good. It's a good movie.
It's brilliant.
Like actually, I think as a film, it's functional as well. So it's not like just good cheese. It's like it works as well. The plot's
Yeah.
fine. It's classic. You
It's
know,
very safe.
family, rescue family.
Yeah.
There you go. Kill people. Good fun. Though I'm sure somebody would not like that. I'm sure Nancy Reagan would not like that.
Yeah, fuck you, Nancy Reagan.
Spoiler for the next.
That's to kind of introduce
So So we've
For
got
the first time ever in Schwarzenegger Watch Together history, we're going to have a mini-sode,
yeah.
episode 13.5. What's it going to be, Dylan? Tell me.
We're going to be reviewing the music video "Stop the Madness,"
Stop the madness, yeah.
which is basically anti-drugs music video
Uh-huh.
put out by the Reagan administration.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that when you see that. Probably. Will have to be before episode 14, which will be Raw
Yeah,
Deal.
it'll probably come out mid and in between.
Yeah, at some point. So you get, for the first time ever.
So yeah,
extra
after
bang
that
for your
though,
buck.
film-wise, it'll be Raw Deal,
Yeah.
which is I think another collaboration with him and Dino De Laurentiis.
Is it?
No, it might not be.
No, I think that was his last movie. Was Red Son.
Anyway, I think there's something about it that's interesting.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
as always, just do all the stuff I usually ask you to do.
Yeah, iTunes, SoundCloud, a lot.
Yeah.
YouTube, subscribe.
If you want.
Might as well.
Yeah, for the 5 people that listen to it on YouTube.
But I mean, like, if you want to go on the YouTube channel as well, they're uploaded pretty much straight away.
Yeah.
There's no delay on it or anything, is what I'm saying. So
No,
you get it anyway at the
I
same
try
time.
and make sure that I have the video up at the same time that it goes on iTunes.
I'd say you want any
feed.
updates or any funny little videos that I post about Arnie.
Yeah, sometimes that happens as well.
I found a news article up the other day.
Oh, another one?
I found one about Arnie talking about the new Conan film.
Ah.
He said he wants
Okay.
to make it because I think they're
Well,
making
there
some
you
sort of video game or
Huh.
something like that to do with or animate, maybe an animation or something
Huh.
to do with Conan. He's reprising the role.
Well, there you are. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. This may be the longest ever episode I've ever done, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's
We'll have to
just
see.
see when you're having fun, you just want to keep talking about a movie.
We should watch Commando again, man.
No, we should.
I'm not doing anything.
No, we should watch Stay Hungry again. I think that's the shortest one, is it not?
Episode?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyway, no, let's wrap this session up.
Yeah. Okay. Woman voice down, please.
Okay. Have a good evening, everybody. And good. Bye.
Sayonara.
I will protect you. Nothing can hurt you. No storm clouds gathering terrified. I am a mountain, surrounded by your love. You are a fountain that dreams are made of. We fight for love. We fight for love. Fight for love. Somewhere, somehow, someone. Somewhere, somehow, someone. I fight with fire as I watch them conspire to blow my world apart. Between the light and the endless night, you will always be in my heart. We fight for love. We fight for love. Fight for love. We fight for love. Somewhere, somehow.
Because I remember the teacher, she was like a pure old bat and she wouldn't let anyone go to the toilet.
I'd piss in her face. I can have that.
You would have at that age as well.